Hello. Hi, everyone. I'm back. Sorry for having to end there for a little bit. We're back. We're going to try and finish this. I want to do a bit more conf hours. That feels so much louder than earlier. Wow, 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 wow. Went down, got pizza. Got coffee cream too, actually. For some reason, even though we still have 2 months until it's officially fall, they are already selling pumpkin spice latte coffee creamer. Apparently, everywhere's already getting ready for pumpkin spice. We're not even in August yet. It's still July. Y'all still got like 2 months until pumpkin spice is ready to come out. Although I know why. It's like the most popular thing that everybody buys. I might have to refresh my chat really quick. Ink still be great area. Maybe I do not. Hmm. Refresh the entire thing. I'm not in there anymore. This is the wrong chat for it to be popping up for me. Get back. It'll be my chat. There we go. I just gotta let it connect 1 second, everyone, if you're trying to talk. Anybody is. I don't even know if anyone's here right now, so. There, now I got you guys back again. Hell yeah. This game is just so satisfying. Even with this heat. I actually managed to hit 31C today here. There, I would ask if you would clean my caravan, but I already know what your answer is. Yes, I take any job. Caldera City's subway system was built using over 16 million bricks. Interesting facts that I don't care about. Thank you. Because the ones I don't care about are the ones that go to my brain and stay and infect it. Oh, right. I gotta take a screenshot of this. Wait. Pile them up top to tail that would extend a staggering 2,137 miles into the Earth's atmosphere. Only a tantalizing 236,718 miles short of the moon's surface. Interesting. Shum, 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 shum. Shum, 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 shum. Bah, 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 bah. Very interesting facts. Exactly what I was hoping to learn about a subway. But I'm cleaning more money. Wait, it says new items available. Is it only the new stock of the stock for something else? Nozzles. Get cleaning. Grab the last customization for. A lot of the gloves are really nice though too. I need these two for the 3000, and then I have all the three stuff. Mm. We're gonna try and have a nice, relaxing rest of the night though, for a few hours. I'm gonna have to take a couple breaks just to get some water at points. Don't worry, I'm still hydrating. Need to worry, people. I'm trying to. As long as I don't get too, focused on this, I should be fine. Ah, show me, show me, show me. Ah, oh, God, my ear. Ah, it's itchy. Show, 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 show. Look at that. Look at that. Let it go. Take it nice and slow and go. Those finer details dealt with. Sometimes you just gotta have a slow, steady hand for it. There's power washing. Sometimes you want to be quicker with it. That just want to work in a specific spot for a second. Just go over it a couple times. This, sure you can really get in there and get the nooks and crannies of that dirt. Be gone. I can go bye bye. I'm very warm. That was completely done. This middle section is so much brighter now. It's nice. The music, like, it really does fit the atmosphere of the game, in my opinion. I like the relaxing, calming music works perfectly with it because it lets me focus and relax more while playing. Also, when I came back, I watched a couple TikToks really quick just to refresh my brain. And the thing I was thinking about earlier was hold on a second. Hold on a second. Where are my beans? Coney told me you had them. Dare you? That's the one I was thinking about. Look at that. Oof, wait, I missed quite a bit there. Mm. The rest of this support. Go! Let's go! I want like a bunch of jobs to go through at once. It sucks they release them in like small updates one at a time. That means you can't like pick and choose unless you have like unless you do them in free play, which kind of sucks. And it, look at the entire middle. Oh, it's gorgeous. You come out here and you like see the rest of it, and you're like, barely even scratch the surface. I mentioned it yesterday, or like, I don't know if it was yesterday or whatnot, but I mentioned the fact like the deodorant I have smells like. I'm not used to Old Spice smelling like this. Oh, I've also been doing good for losing weight. Like I want to look my best for when I do a face actual IRL stream. That I can do. We're gonna try and get Rise and Sunbreak on the computer. Way I can actually play and not have to worry about certain things. The Rust is really keeping me. So glad that that's that out. Mm, that look at the difference. Just the difference is like sometimes the best part for some weird reason. Phew. Yeah, oh, I see what the divide is. It's a bigger chunk. There. It's all coming together. Oh yeah, all coming together. Wish I could do like a Kronk voice for that. I have to like put on my own thing, but like record myself and like listen and try to like alter my voice to try to get it perfectly. Many things I say I'm gonna do, but I got in that, so I just do it. Otherwise, I'm never gonna do anything. Goodbye, graffiti. Wow, I didn't know it was poop. It was clay colored underneath. Like, not die of heat here. Okay. But he's redeemed it in forever. Right. Scoop my pizza for you. 3 slices of that. Okay. You better not crawl into my lap. It is too warm for that, Jack. Oh, nice going for food. Oh no, bathroom. So much graffiti. See the words, not so much as like they can be art. Depends on what they say. I might meme sometime, and when I couldn't work with the ER graffiti game too. Seems like it would be really fun to do. Wouldn't have to worry about getting in trouble. Mm. Look at that. If it was just the green graffiti, it would be fine. In my honest opinion, the wall would be. Then you had all that dirt and grime that's somehow top of all of it. Just no. How many attachments do I have? 5. This one I should have. 8. Does it need any extensions? Okay, I have that. I have this one too. I want a meme. I want a meme so hard right now. I'm not gonna use them. No, you know what? I want to hold off on touching, grabbing any of these until I own, like until I can purchase all of them. Look at that. I was more confident in my skills too. We'd probably actually play Apex at points, like even if I'm doing it solo. But I'm not fully that confident yet. Much as people think I might be. Not fully there yet. Oh, whatever. Wait, oh, there it is. There's the cutoff point. Yeah, look at that. Mm-mm-mm. So nice and clean. Why didn't you just run for that bubble? Oh, wait, each tile floor is its own separate side. See if we can find that. There we go. Yeah, look at that. We're gonna go. Actually, yeah, now I'm curious. Checking a certain someone wants to Apex. Boom, 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 boom. It's so clean. Clean. Let's do this. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So good. Wowzers. When a quick circle around it cleans it like so much faster than everything else. See why the turbo nozzle is like really good at its little at its job. Hey, hey, so pretty. That's now stuck in my head. What have I done? Oh no, 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 no. Oh, ladder's in the way. Why would they do that? Now it's just gonna be ladder shaped. Oh my god! I promise you, I can talk. Clean, clean. Gotta clean everything. Happens when you're a butler. Gotta clean, you gotta cook, you gotta do everything. Really want to do some more multiplayer stuff. Not just in this, I mean, like thinking of other games for playing multiplayer things, doing multiplayer stuff with. Apex at some point. Wanna looking forward to see a T's tomorrow. I was so excited for see it. I'm like so excited for it. I just don't know if like I can have like the model up while I actually stream Apex. Now that I think about it, I was kind of having issues before. In fact, all the updating of it like just threw it through the roof. Yeah. So much clean and so much left to clean. Where multiplayer would be great because you'd be able to get jobs done so much faster. I got pinged on my phone from Crunchyroll? Question mark? Oh, the season about season 2 of Devil's a Part Timer. Also been waiting a billion fucking years for, like a lot of other people. 2.5 hours into it. I'm gonna have to like set up one of these times where we do like something super comf. We're gonna have to just go at it with some as a an archive type of stream. We can have like really good music going in the background with it. Is it get me jamming out here? But not even necessarily jamming out. Probably get me freaking singing. Oh, 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 more dirt. More dirt. Oh. Smell my pizza. It still smells good. So it's even Jack's finding it really hot because he's not even like they're right in the fucking window. And all that breeze coming in. I don't blame him. Oh no, where's it? Oh, oh, it's a big chunk done now. And look at that. Where's partially in the way of this wall? Be out of the way. Oh my god. This wall needs to be cleaned. Spinny, spinny, spin. Spinny, spinny, spin. Spin, 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 spin. My brain's dead. Oh no, no. No. Why it did. No, that's just for me. This entire metal platform. Next. The fact that the green one can get rust on this is great. It's like actually I want to wait to yeah. There. I don't like being meanie pants. I gotta replying to things. Doing better again. Tomorrow it will be potentially another long ass stream. We'll see how I feel when I get up. Did I just got everything? No. Oh, so nice. Oh, let's go. Might try, depending on what goes on tonight, I might try and go to bed a little earlier to get like a nice long walk in tomorrow. Go for like an hour or two. Walk along the passage near me. Walk around up there for a little while, and then walk back. I just have to be careful because I guarantee it's gonna be warm as shit. I'm gonna have to put like sunblock on. Sunscreen. So the fuck they're calling it now. It sucks because I don't have an actual bottle of the stuff. Just it's that gross spray on stuff. Like, yeah, this will be more convenient. Yeah, no, it feels grosser. Feels greasy when it's on. Sucks when you like really want to go out in the summer and you're pale skinned like I am. So nice. It's all the music in my head. I'm not looking forward to if I do Ocarina of Time on stream. And Nintendo's gonna be like, "Oh, you played Zelda? Not supposed to." Music, but just as bad as Disney can be sometimes with shit. Sometimes, not all time. Actually, I had to lower the freaking brightness of my monitor. I think I mentioned it earlier. I had to lower the brightness of my gaming monitor. You guys are on the left monitor over here. This is my gaming monitor in front of me. I didn't even realize I had it like 80% brightness last night. I've had it like that for a while. No wonder my eyes have been getting tired. Even have the blue light on, which I shouldn't have. I should turn it like off. Whatever the thing is that keeps people up at night from being on a screen. I think it was blue light, something like that I have. Make it seem like it's like the sun. So that's why brains like register as it partially still being day when you're playing stuff on a monitor like phone. I don't know. Happens when you have small monkey brain. Milkshake. Ah, somebody spilled their milkshake and it did not bring all the boys to the yard. Out to the subway. We might have to take a break from this game for a minute after we finish this the subway. Might have to do a run or two of Risk of Rain too. So my poor simple monkey brain can go do something else. Like I like the fact that the camera stays steady even as I move forward, and when you press C. Me 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 me. Hmm. Just take a break in the middle of it. This one map alone has been going for a while. It's still gonna go for a while longer. Only 36%. Arm is not happy. Oh, the little tiny like metal ledge bit there, like right on this here-ish. Also quite rusted. I gotta make sure to keep an eye on that. Might be what gets me sometimes. I also do, like, I think I mentioned it before. We might do Doom. I might actually go back to that for stream itself. I played Doom like so many times. I do the like 2016 one. We could do the original one. Doom 3. I still enjoy. Because I don't think of it as a Doom game. Usually, I think of it as its own separate like horror shoot game. In fact, they went the route they did because of the movie. Wasn't done. I was not done with that game. I do not appreciate that. That was stole me of that satisfaction. That last little bit of rest. Right, I did this entire wall right here for the platform, and I didn't even do the other side. What's wrong with me? Do that too. I mean, at least they're nice enough to shut off the subway. You know, they could have been real mean and kept part of it going. Which would suck, because then it would be very sporadic with doing certain bits. So great. Cut to all of the crime. Ew. Everything, I guess. This part, we definitely want the yellow instead. Probably the long extension, too. There we go. That's better. Sound not as good. But cleans much better. Bad, like, hot coffee. Mm-hmm. Store again. What the final, it's gonna be another nozzle. It looks like older thing. It's going well, actually. This is the longest level I have had to deal with so far because we're washing an entire subway area for like, waiting. I've been doing this for almost 2 hours. Be a tad off. Let's see. Hmm. I sound more roboty. Oh no. I wonder if broadcast is trying to get like cut me out or something. I'd switch it off of NVIDIA broadcast, but they need to hear everything, including like the clickety clackety. Let me take a listen. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do really quick. And go watch the stream back really quick for a second. I will be nice and I will mute desktop for a second. No, I don't want my dashboard. God damn it. I want my actual page. Okay. Let me see. That's odd because it sounds fine to me. No, it's okay. It happens. It's been so long since I've actually like really done anything and been here. It might just be because of the fact that I've been gone for such a long time. It happens. It's okay. Yeah, I was gone for like 3 months. I came back last week. Mostly because I had a collab and I have more collabs. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. The issue is depending on what happens, we're trying to find out about school stuff might cause other things to be put on the back burner more. I still actually wait. Let me check my email. They didn't email me back yet, did they? Have not. No. Thriller. Shale or oh. Well, welcome in. How are you doing? I hope you are well. I also want to send the screenshot of this to someone. I took a screenshot of my art in the dirt. I made a little monster, like I drew a little monster that says Dakota in this specific level. Let's see that. You got you got like little ears slash horn thingies. It's made this level more bearable when I do that. Thank you. Tried my best. Let's go with the green. I wonder if the potential robotiness is like when I'm talking with the game and I'm like at the same level about. I know that can have an effect on it sometimes. I was streaming earlier too, cause like that timer's off, but I had to go out for like half an hour. I had to go out and get some pizza and coffee creamer. And I found out they're already putting pumpkin spice on the shelves. Construction began on the Muckingham Caldera City branch line in 2020, funded by local businessman Wilberforce Thrust, keen to provide an efficient means of transporting his workforce from the city to his thriving cattle ranches. It was finally unveiled by Mayor Jeff Jefferson X, the 10th, who tragically passed away the self-same day from an incident related to the station's substandard construction. Excuse me? You say substandard. Hopefully, it's been improved since then. Otherwise, this is going to be a scary subsystem. I want to clean something that's going to end up like causing people to die. It's not good. That's not good for business at all. Pretty sure that's the opposite. Monkey brain simple though. Monkey brain enjoy power wash. There's a lot of people that have been asking me how I can do this and like be fine with it. I just I end up like hard focusing on the game. I drew many a thing actually now that I think about it. I went real old. Really could. Which is the old school little S. We have a Mugus. Also, for those who like the Mandalorian, this is the way. Like too many games that can be applied to. I'm not gonna lie. Very dark. Oh, that's training. I can definitely see that being like that. Having it played it, I can definitely see people seeing it like that. I haven't beaten it, but like when I play it, I sit there, throw on some music, and just relax. One of those walking sims is just very specific. But then again, I have said it before, and I will say it again: simple monkey brain. Monkey brain. See game. Game look fun. Game turns out to be fun. Monkey brain neurons fire, activate, and go ooh, 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 and am happy. They've managed to like cut out this on like everything. Always weird because like I don't know how it happens. Certain games, yeah, certain games I bounce between them. And then there's the games like Apex and that where I can't sit there if I'm alone for a long period of time because I'm gonna get frustrated. And then I get like the right friend like Ines, and I can sit there for hours and hours and hours just playing. Like we feed off of each other's energy. Oh, I just cut a giant line like right there. Like I mentioned it earlier, but you weren't here, so I'll say it again. I sat up till 4 in the morning last night playing Apex with him, and then I woke up with a fucking headache. So I passed out 4 to 5ish in the morning, my time. I shouldn't be able to, but because of the fact that I can't, like, I'm having the hardest time looking for work when when I'm like applying as best I can. That sucks. It sucks when that happens because it's hard to find that kind of group. Like after having a group like that, it can be really hard to find one. I still have like people from an old group that I do that with. My old roommate, I still do that with from time to time. But like he's really into Warframe, and I've tried getting in the Warframe. Be able to play it on PC is going to be the biggest pain in my butt because of everything I have on the PlayStation system. I like JRPGs, so I can easily do it. JRPGs are the most grindy games ever, from what I can tell. After all, look at Pokemon when you think about it. I completely understand that. But then again, games like Pokemon, Final Fantasy, and all that have their own unique spin on it that make it a bit more tolerable. That's probably why like so many people got hooked on it. Plus, if you played like Pokemon when you were a kid, it's one of those games that like kind of just you get hooked on from like being a child playing it. And it's one of those games you go back to for nostalgia. That's okay. We've played one, two, some of three. I haven't played four, five, or six. Played seven, eight, nine, 10, 10, 2. I haven't touched 11 because that's the first MMO. 12, I didn't beat because I ended up losing my copy. I beat 13. I almost beat 13 too. I haven't touched Lightning Returns. I've sunk too many hours into 14, and I played 15 when it came out. And I was upset when they announced that they were no longer bringing the rest of the DLCs to the game. That upset me. Yeah, I can definitely see that. Turn based. You can't always go like as fast as you want. Sometimes you gotta like wait it out in that. There were some like the first games I played, so I like certain RPG styles, like how because technically Legend of Zelda is technically an RPG, but it's a different spin on it, and it's a good spin. I love the Legend of Zelda series. I haven't played all of them, mind you. Let me see. I've played the original. Played A Link to the Past. Played the Game Boy Color ones, the Game Boy one, both the N64 ones. Um, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, Breath of the Wild. I've played the majority of the Zelda game series. Yeah, it definitely sounds like it's probably the JRPG style. It's interesting for the Final Fantasy VII remake though, because that's depending on like what difficulty you pick. Because if you don't pick classic, it's very different. I find it's more a ARPG. But yeah, it might just be mostly like the Japanese style ones just don't fit you and your play style. Oh yeah, yeah, that can do it for some people. I basically played the entire game for the Seven remake with switching as little as I possibly could. Oh yeah, it'll probably be more worth it like once more of the discs like the remake parts come out because they announced part two. coming out, I think, next year. And they announced that it's going to be a 3-part remake, which is perfect because it's exactly how many discs there were for the original Final Fantasy VII. I think it's a good thing they decided that because people would have rioted otherwise. That's why Final Fantasy 14 is a good one because that's not turn based. But if people going into that, yeah, yeah, it can be a huge pain. It's just the undertaking they're taking with Final Fantasy VII. It was a huge game for the time it came out. That's why they're not doing the entire game because it was an entire like world-sized world pretty much in it, and that would be with the graphics they put into it. That's huge. That would take too many years. So I think they made the smartest, safest possible choice for it. I'm not gonna lie. This allows them to release parts of it and whatnot in time. That's why I want to get the integrate remake version on like Steam or something because I don't have a PS5. I want to play the UP DLC or Yuffie, if that's what you prefer to say. Never know what people prefer, so that's why I think a lot of people really liked 8 for the fact that like you technically didn't, if you could wanted to, you could like avoid combat as much as possible because leveling up was not worth it in that game. So grinding was pointless. If you did it too much, you could actually make it so the game was basically unbeatable if you weren't smart about the junction system. Beat the game at like it's a speed, it's like a tactic for people to beat it on like at level 1. I'm not gonna lie, I like big games. I'm gonna be starting up No Man's Sky again here soon. It's probably like one of the biggest games ever because they just released their endurance update. Oh yeah, yeah, that definitely does it because like I feel that I used to love playing all sorts of grindy games, and now it's hard. It's really hard. There's only so much time that you have to be able to do things, and you want to like have fun, like try to play other things. You don't want to just stick to a game. That's why games that like rely on FOMO, the fear of missing out there. That's why I can't stand them. I'll play them, but I try not to let that like take over, as otherwise that game turns into your life. Do some form of cheating so I didn't have to grind gear or whatever. It's hard to say. I think that's one of the reasons why like I stopped playing Destiny so much because of the fact that they made it rely on like almost like a FOMO system now because of the way they did the season system. Like it's both cool and it sucks. It relies on that like fear tactic to keep you playing. Like I don't know how much of the story I've missed out on a lot of stories since they switched to that. Mind me, I just had to swish a mosquito. I don't know how that got up, that how that came up here, but it did. Walls once they stop adding new stuff, yeah. Yeah, that'd definitely be good. I'll go back to Destiny from time to time. Yeah, that's the nice part. That's why like it's smart what they did with the current like the newest DLC with Destiny 2. Because if you don't like grinding, you can just play through the story on the. It sucks because it is a slightly harder difficulty, but you basically just play through the story if you pick the harder one, and you'll get like the high 1550 gear in it, which basically makes it so you can play most of the just base stuff. That's probably the smartest choice they made for the game, in my opinion. But can't finish it because I don't have the money to get the DLC at the moment, which is the problem. But I think that's one of the reasons why I could never get into like WoW, World of Warcraft, and that. It's so grindy. The new DLC is making me curious now because I don't even remember. Yeah, subscription. I can do certain ones. The only one I mainly do is Final Fantasy 14, but that's because I've been playing since like the final beta. The base DLC for the Witch Queen is $50 CAD, so 40 USD. Yeah, it basically makes you feel like you gotta play like all the time. Oh, you were wanting to do the trial. Uh-oh. Did you have like an active sub at some point? Is that why you're set with it? It was cheap thinking it would just let you play that after you finish the trial. No, unfortunately not. Yep. Yeah, you can't buy any version of the game if you want to go with the free trial. The only reason why I know that is because of like I was one of the people memeing about the trial like for people. Oh, it definitely is that they don't like explain it fully, but what can you do? But I mean, at least the free trial, like if you're able to get it and you realize it, it is fun. But it's kind of like a hook tactic to make you play like the up to a certain point in the game, and then be like, "Yep, here you go. If you want to play more and get further in, you gotta buy it and start paying that sub." Which I'm willing to pay myself, but I can see how others wouldn't. But I mean, I've been playing since what 2020, like beginning of near 2014 ish is how old my character is. That's actually the first place I used Goliath, by the way, too. So it's actually because of I had pretty much just finished like I well didn't finish I should say because I dropped out. I dropped out of like high school. Oh, oh yeah, that would do it. Let's see though. Oh, welcome back. Sorry about that. I set up pre-roll ads so that way it's like we know I know when they are, but I don't think OBS like shows me the little thing if I want to like pause them for a second. But no, I dropped out, so I was about I think I was just hitting like my 20s when the final beta dropped for 2.0 of Final Fantasy 14 of primary like of high school, yeah, grade like 10 or 11. Yeah, yeah, Final Fantasy. Oh no, no, no. I mean, I did drop out of school. I dropped out of high school. I just got bored of it. Yes, that is the reason why I dropped out of school. I was bored of school. School was boring. Well, I'm still planning on because I'm gonna get up there and I need to like figure some things out for life. So I'm trying to go back like to see about going to university. I'm gonna try to get on like as much as I can. Game design degree, realized I hated it. Oh no, that's the worst. I went into IT. Yeah, and I have some people like telling me that I should go for like what might make me more money. But then I'm sitting here like, yeah, but what if I hate it? What if I despise doing that? Like the money would be great. Like if I hate it, then I would hate life. I would be miserable. People would hate being around me, and I don't want that. Doesn't get to be fun sometimes. Still sucks, you know. That's good though. At least you like it more than game design. That's the important thing. That I can leave work your work at home. Yeah, that's good. Now, yeah, what's your life? No, I mentioned it a minute ago. I'm looking to go to uni. Probably go as a mature student. Hate gaming. Yeah, that would definitely be a big spoopy part. I would. That's the one reason why like I'm scared to do anything like game design wise. I don't want to start hate gaming. Like it's been a passion of my life for so long, and that would make me extremely sad if I lost all my interest in gaming. I don't think I'd be the same guy. Is let me see. It's I'm thinking about because I don't mind being like on computers and doing stuff with computers, but the game, like I don't know about the gaming, like making games and that is often as cool as it sounds. I'm torn between basically computer science. I do enjoy some of the programming side of things, but I'm torn between specifically computer science and marine biology. One is good for money, one is not good for money. And the stress of being creative all the time. Yeah, yeah, I understand that part. After all, hi, I'm I'm content creator. I've seen like if you get into the right place, you can make a lot of money with computer science. But it's a hard choice because marine biology I've been has been like a passion of something and like something I wanted to do since I was the smallest little bean. Since I was a small baby butler, basically. Just sucks because it's everything I've read says it's a job of passion. Could be. One sec here. Yell at somebody. 'Cause, I was that kid that was obsessed with Free Willy. I was obsessed with the Free Willy movies. I still love them. I have a copy of all three. I have a DVD of all three of them still. One of the things I always love watching that first movie. The first movie, that scene where they're under the bridge trying like running away and they have the cake. That cake is the most delicious looking cake I have ever seen in a movie. I don't know what they did for that, how like where they got that cake, but it looks so good every time, and it makes me want a cake. Yeah, yeah, it sucks because that's what happens with orcas and that when they get too used to being like when they're basically bored in captivity and that. That's why I watched a certain documentary on Netflix that apparently like actually I think it's supposed to actually properly describe things. Blackfish. It is a very depressing documentary. I both recommend and don't recommend it because of how sad it is. It's eye opening, but it's extremely depressing. I'm glad I watched it because it's something I'm like into learning about is stuff like that still. Unfortunately, yes, that is pretty accurate. But no, it's actually funny enough. It's because of those movies though, like Europe melting. Yelp. Oh, yeah, I saw some things today talking about the fact that there were a couple of confirmed deaths because of the heat wave. Fires, deaths, a lot of shit, fortunately. It sucks because friend Terrell, who pops in, is over there. It really is. You'd think the world would learn and try to be better, but nope. People don't want to lose convenience. But if I ever get my own home, I would switch to solar panels for my power. As expensive as it would be. 'Cause I know I'd still have electricity, but I'd also be more environmentally friendly about it. Glad I don't live in Ontario with the reform thing they put out. It was projected to be this hot in maybe 2050, and yet, yeah, yeah, it was a while ago. I think that was a while ago that they were thinking that it would be this hot by then. I don't even know. It's been so long since I've seen that stuff. Because it changes so often. The doomsday clock. That's a scary thing to think about. Oh wait, I did part of this ledge. Oops. A lot of scary stuff going on. But we're not here to talk. As much as it's a great conversation, I think we're here for conv, not spoops. Not yet. We have a few months till it's October and we're ready for spoops again. I actually got to get some more spoopy games for when it's October. It's okay. It happened. Trust me, I talk about. If I could, I'd talk about a lot of that stuff a lot of the time. But stream is for comfy, so gotta sometimes wheel it in. It's okay, though. It happen. These fun talks. You know what's really fun? Pizza. Don't mind me. I dropped a piece of food onto the floor, so I picked it up and threw it in the garbage. Um, it's one of those Dr. Oetker ones, one of the like thin crust ones, the Giuseppe. It's I don't know what kind, but it has bacon, red onions. I don't know if it's spinach or something else. I've been trying to be a bit healthier with my eating. Like still be just as full, but cut back a little bit on the calories. But I don't remember what kind it is. But it's good. I have a pepperoni pesto one downstairs. I got a straight spinach pizza too, which isn't the worst. Not the best, but not the worst. I even have a coffee in front of me that I still need to finish, even though it's like 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, that's always a decent thing to do. No, I've been doing really good. I did manage to lose some weight. I don't know how much exactly, but I know I lost some because I slimmed up a bit and I fit into like some of my older clothes from when I was a skinnier. That's why I miss where I currently am staying. I don't have the space to play VR up like in my room because like I don't have the verticality, let alone like I can if I like stand and stretch my arms out while facing like to a specific wall, I can reach like my arms between two of the walls. But that's because it's like it's a cut off area. Like I have the entire floor, like this entire floor, pretty much to me. That's why I'm still able to stream. But no, sucks not being able to play VR, but it happens. Once I get my own place again, we'll be doing more VR stuff again. It is, yes, it is. Um, that's why for a lot of people, I recommend going with like the Quest 2 or something. Probably the best choice. Yeah, that is the Facebook one. It sucks that it's the Facebook one, but it is one of the best ones. Like if you want to just like dip your toes into it. I know a lot of people that went with it, and they're like, yeah, it's really good. But if you have the computer for it, then yeah, I'd recommend like trying to save up the money to get a really good one. Because I have the thanks to a bunch of people that used to pop by, I have the Index, which is I played with the Vive, the old HTC Vive. It was great. It was phenomenal. It was so good because it was at one of those old VR like rent places that they disappeared where I was living like so fast when people started being able to buy them. And the Index is amazing. I'm hoping it would be cool if they do an Index 2 at some point and make the Knuckles even better because I love my Index. The Index is definitely one of the best ones currently out. I haven't tried all of them, but from everything I've looked into, just because of the Knuckles, like the Knuckles are the best part of it. If you get a different headset, I believe people have said like the Vive Pro or whatnot is the best headset itself, but the Knuckles are like the best friggin' controllers. The Farjo series. I've never even heard of that series. 2K, dear lords. I also want to get the if you're looking into VR stuff, you might have seen some stuff on it too. I want to get the Omni Tread, which is the VR treadmill. Problem is, you have to buy separate types of shoes for it. Those message us for price deals, dear lords. But it seems silly, but it's probably like for those who get motion sickness, it's probably the best thing to counteract it. It does. I've seen the trailers on it, and it looks so silly. Not only that, it would be perfect for anybody with motion sickness. That's the reason why they get the motion sickness is because they're not the ones moving. That's where you get just a dedicated room for VR. If I had a house big enough and enough rooms, I would dedicate an entire room to heavy VR stuff. But that's because of how much I love gaming and I enjoy VR. Like VR is one of the best things I've experienced in gaming since I first had like a controller put in my hand basically. And it's been over 20 years since then. So, it's definitely been a while. Inosuke, how dare you bunk? Your window shopping is the Varja XR3 here. Let me 6,500. Dear lords. Yes, yes. Have at the cookies. $500. Dear lords. Yeah, see, that's my one thing with certain VR headsets is the field of view doesn't feel like fully like the best. Like, I feel like a bigger field of like FOV on it would be great. Or some random ah yeah, that's I like looking into like a bajillion of them. It's so great. But Inosuke as well. How are you doing? If you didn't just bunk and then lurk? Ah, yeah, that would do it. Understandable. If he's one of those people that's like really into VR stuff and has like a bunch of different headsets, then he's probably one of those people that's a bit easier, like better to believe. If I had the money and the income, I would try more than just the index. You're good. That's good. I'm glad. Once I think this is a very very long level. Now you see another game. This is a game I would love to try in VR. Look at that. Look at the ceiling. Look how much better that is compared over here now. Made a video trying to recreate Ready Player One. He had the 6500 headset, the haptic feedback suit, the full body tracking, and the treadmill. Jeez. That's pretty hard to do. A lot of money. I'd love to try it, but yeah, Yeah, how sweaty that would be. I feel that. Yeah, that would be pretty grody feeling. Getting that suit off afterwards. You'd have to do it like use that in an air conditioned room too. That's the only way I could see that being like viable at all. Yeah, yeah, and the 10K price tag. Yeah. Let's see, 6,500 for the headset alone. I think the haptic feedback suit is like 15, 2,000, something like that. Uh, the full body tracking, that's not quite as up there. I have I have the old full body tracking, which is just weight and feet, and yeah, the treadmill is pretty expensive because like they don't even have the treadmill like fully out in production yet, if I recall. You have to specially order it right now if you want one. I think it's basically like for people testing it only. It was reopened again following extensive replanting in 1923 by Mayor Jeff Jefferson the 11th. Closed again the following fall after the shocking revelation that Wilberforce Thrust had been using it to funnel train trucks full of stolen money out of town. Of course. Money was never recovered. Hmm. We're learning lots of secrets about this town. Just gonna say that. Super high resolution VR headset. Yeah. Direction treadmill, catwalk seat, haptics, full body haptics, VR free gloves, scent module, full body tracking versus not new trackers in case you care for specs. Dear lords, that's ridiculous. I can see that costing 10 grand or more USD. Goddamn scent modules. And most games don't even support that. Funny enough. Like a lot of that stuff, most games don't even support right now. Because it's there's no point in supporting it. It's only a select few that can even afford it. I know I'm definitely not one of them. If I ever can, ooh, I'll be a happy man at that point. I'm just gonna say that right now. Wouldn't since they're all third party working together would be a yeah. Yeah, you need like specific stuff going on your computer to make them all work together. But when it all does eventually start working, totally gonna be worth it. Get all that stuff going at once and games support it. Still, it's an amazing thought and also a scary one at the same fucking time. Scary for many reasons. Cool for probably just as many. And this is just like playing this in VR with the smell stuff. It would stink at first. All this dirt and grime. Then you get it all nice and clean with the soap and stuff, and it would smell amazing. Redview doesn't work with glasses. Um, no, they most of the you have to get specially made lenses if you like for glasses. Otherwise you have to adjust the headset just enough so your glasses like you can wear your glasses underneath it. I know a few people that play with glasses. That's why there's certain things now that you can actually get for depending on where you get your headset with, they will you can reach out to them for to get a thing for free. That makes it easier for wearing glasses. I don't think it is, no, because this like any specially made lenses would probably cost a bundle. If I knew how much, I would offer the general price tag, but I fortunately don't need glasses to play games, so I'm gonna need them to read and to see things like in the distance in the future. Then again, that's most people. Funny enough, it isn't. I think it was what like a large chunk of a decent chunk of the population that requires glasses. They could, but from what I've heard, contacts dry people's eyes out, and VR can dry your eyes out at first, really bad. I wear that index headset, and even in the middle of winter, I was sweating wearing that thing. It's a great experience. Just having a headset that weighs a couple pounds on your face. They have special custom cooling fans you can get for it. I have to be extremely careful. I am a man with long hair, so imagine what that would be like. It'd be pretty spooky. That's why it would be great if I had a full sized air conditioning conditioned room or VR. If I turned that on though, I'd have to be so careful because the lenses would fog up on me. It's the worst. That's why I no longer have just regular hair elastics. I bought scrunchies. Scrunchies are the best. My hair does not tangle in it because I have curly hair too. If you have curly hair, you understand that struggle too. Yeah, curly hair. As much as people love seeing curly hair when they have straight hair themselves, I'm gonna tell you now, it sucks. It sucks. That's okay. I used to straighten my hair a long time ago during my emo phase. Well, not really a phase. Technically, still sort of older emo. I still have where my snake bites were on my face. Everybody will be able to see that when I Do the IRL stream. Depth and thicker, yeah. I loved my snake bites. If I had been smart, I would have kept them. The only thing is, it sucks for trying to find work with them. I loved my snake bites. It's just they're also not good for your teeth. Actually, really bad for your teeth. I had funny enough, I had snake bites. I had an eyebrow piercing. Mine healed. Just had the industrial really now on the face and ears. Yeah, I had pierced. My ears were pierced when I was little. I have a little scar though because I put the earring back in and accidentally my earring accidentally. I think my brother accidentally hit it when we were little, and we went down a slide and it ripped it a little, unfortunately. But it's such a hassle, I can imagine. Yeah, it sucked. But it'll be a permanent hole in my ear because it was I was little and it was before a lot of people fully realized never get pierced with the little freaking piercing gun thing. I'm so glad my mom was willing to pay for my snake bites and stuff because they were actually birthday presents. Funny enough, yeah, it just punctures it and makes a permanent hole. No, my snake bites and my eyebrow piercing were done properly with like the needle. Thankfully, I do not have tattoos though. Those who are curious, Laya does not have tattoos currently. Tattoos are too expensive and way out of my current pay grade, like money grade. In the future, I have many tattoo ideas that I've had for like 10 years now. New. Thankfully, my mom is super into them, so she has a lot of friends that do tattoos for a living, and they're willing to give her a discount on it. And said discount applies to me. And they are good tattoo artists. They have done a lot of her tattoos. Everybody loves seeing my mom's tattoos. Nepotism? I don't think I recall what that is. You're making me Google things now. Ah, yeah. I looked it up. Don't worry. I got it now. Yeah, yeah. I just looked it up. And it happens. And again, my mom was that carefree spirit that like made friends with everybody when she was little. So, well, younger. She's still little. Need some hookups. Hello, okay, welcome in. How you doing? Been a while. Mostly because I haven't streamed in a billion years. Okay, I'm gonna say this now. This is the longest power washing level in history, and I don't think this is gonna be the longest one we're gonna do. I've been we've been doing this level, by the way, for almost 3 hours now. Is how long I've been doing this because I did this for about an hour before we finished up. Clear, multiple $1,000 piece, maybe. Jeez, yeah. The first piece I want. A lot of people would probably not recommend to do what I want to do. I want to get a sleeve for my first tattoo on both arms, by the way, because it's a piece that's going to cost many, 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 many monies. But yeah, totally. I'm going to get this. I get this. So am I. I am glad to be back as well. I just came back last week. But no, it's going to be two sleeves that connect on my back. Just because the idea was cool and it popped in my head one day. And it's been there since. On your forearm at the moment. The way it seems, because both of my parents have tattoos. Goodbye, Amugus. So with the fact of that, I might end up wanting a bajillion tattoos after getting my first one. I'm sure. I'm sure my mother would pay for like part of it too. Start at your lower ribs, then your side stomach, then wrapped around my thigh. Yeah, there you go. I'm sure my mom would pay for part of it because she herself has said, if I get a smaller tattoo that's like not too responsive, she is willing to pay for it for one reason and one reason only. She wants to see if I will wimp out from the pain. Oh yeah, love my mom. Why she's a bitch, and she will be the first to admit that. By the way. So for those who are like, "Oh, you said that about your mother," she's the one that told me. I will say this right now, right here. She's the one that told me that it's okay to say that. I will let you all know that right here now. She always said she will be the biggest bitch I ever meet in my life. Yeah, yeah, that's what a lot of people say. I am one of those people, though. No, no, those are everything I've heard from everybody I know with tattoos, which is a lot of people. Funny enough, it hurts. It can hurt like a motherfucker. I heard the worst place though is always the back of the hand. Or that's one of the worst places to get a tattoo. Holy crap! That was the pen, but constantly burning paint. I will wait. I will be nice and wait to talk about that stuff. I can't believe how long this is going for, though. This. Thank you for the sub. when you get so annoyed with the ads, you're just like, no, I'm done. No, no, get these ads out of here. I appreciate it. It means the world to me. As actually, funny enough, the at any subs right now that come in when I get the money out, the money from that is going towards getting new emotes. As much as I love my current emotes, they're old, very old. So old, in fact, they're from when Laya had short hair. So back when my model had short hair, which is almost I got them September 2020 was when I got those emotes. They are it was $18 per emote for the ones that all look the same. And that's USD, by the way, and I'm Canadian. So it was even more expensive than just $18 for me. Again, I appreciate the sub. Welcome into the cafe. I hope you enjoy being a patron. Well, not even just a patron. I hope you enjoy being a regular. Hopefully you enjoy the emotes too. I think it's 35 per emote. Holy shit. Why I'm gonna ask one of my friends there because she has a good eye for getting emotes for a good price. 70 to 120 for animated. Dear lords. I gotta save for that. I want to save to actually get like a live 2D model. It's always nice when they're like really cute ones. Oh, hair. Well, problems with having a cat and having long hair. It's everywhere. Oh, spinal plate. Oh, my brain doesn't always register it. They big cute. 35 per emote. I've seen ones that look just as good for like I think less. I'd have to like look around again. It's been a while, so they've probably increased the prices at this point. Okay, thank you, pets. But yeah, just get the emotes from wherever you want, basically. Oh yeah, it's basically they're putting how much they think their emotes are worth out there. Like with me, I have some form of video editing like experience, but I still have not gotten enough experience to be willing to go, yeah, here, if you want to hire me for video editing, this is how much I am willing to like how much you can pay me to do it for you. I want to get more experience, but I have not been doing it like I should be. Oh, it does. I'm so bad for procrastinating. Bias. Look at that. Oh, it's so nice. I do. I spread myself too thin is my issue. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very bad for spreading myself thin. People that know me, like that I hang out with a lot off stream, probably recognize that I spread myself way too thin, which is why I break so easily and like end up falling into the same habit of Iagon, which I need to rein that in and get control of it, so I don't do it as often in Puff anymore. Yeah, it's definitely hard to do. I thankfully I learned that thing a long like how to do that a long time ago. Mostly because I was that like teenager that wanted to help all of his friends with every little problem he could. From what I've been told, it's because of like me introducing my friends to like certain people that they've like been able to go on with their life and do the things they wanted to do. And I'm glad they were able to. But I gotta focus on me. I gotta do my things. Yeah, I feel that. That's probably why like I no longer have I don't have FOMO is because of some things that happened in my teenage years along those lines. I got over it at like a young age before it even became a thing for like gaming and that, and now it just doesn't affect me. Because like I was never, even in my early 20s and like my teen years, I was never a big partier. Like, I didn't care for drinking too much, but I liked hanging out with my friends who were partiers, even in their teen years. So I'd always go to the parties. I wouldn't drink. I usually wouldn't drink. I'd drink occasionally. I wouldn't drink a lot. But I was always at parties with people, and I was the oddball out because guess what? I wasn't drinking. Makes you the oddball. So eventually, it hit a point where I just stopped trying as much. After we all stopped like partying and that, they stopped doing so much. They all kind of dropped off the face of the planet from each other. One of my friends who was always like one of the first people I started hanging out with in the old place I lived at started basically ditching me. Anytime we were supposed to like anytime I asked them to hang out and we like agreed to a time, they'd always message me that day. Be like, yeah, no, I can't do it. All right. I understand things happen, but like every single time that's not possible. That's not possible. It doesn't happen every single time. After a while you just realize, yeah, they're just if they are busy, whatever. But if they're not, they're just at this point they're making excuses to just not hang out anymore. So why try? Why bother? I can make friends with other people that want to do things and hang out more. I had friends from back in my school days that I still talk to because we still try to make efforts to do things and hang out because we're all gamers. So it's a little easier with them. Yeah, yeah, always initiating or planning. Yeah, yeah, that's what it turned into with this person for me. So I just basically said, "Fuck it, I don't want to do that anymore." Last time I hung out with them was Thanksgiving 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, and it's funny too because some of the people I ended up hanging out with a lot back then. Some of them, one of your old friends that you used to call it your bestie and seeing, you hadn't texted them since last year. Dear lords, yeah, that definitely happens. They were one of my best friends back then, and it's funny because it started out with them with us being friends, but they originally had a crush on me before I even like knew them really. Oh yeah, exactly. Some people you remain friends with forever, some you won't. Learn to accept it and move on. Otherwise, you'll never get anywhere. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be here doing this now with you guys, having fun, having a blast. Going. What am I doing? Being silly. That's what I'm doing. I like being silly. I like AS. I like doing ASMR. I like being comfy. I like being silly just as much. No, definitely can't. This game is amazing. As long as this fucking level's been going on for, it's still a good game. What's even worse is this entire 3 hours or so that I've been doing this is going to be turned into like 5, 10 seconds in the little video at the end. I mean, I have $880. It's under you guys, so it's hard to see, but got lots of months in the game. Reminds you of History. I still want to play that. I'm not gonna lie, I want to play that game. It's actually on my wish list. That's probably where they like the idea of this started. Never even played it. Good, I would, but I can't, so I shan't. So I'll play this instead. Got this when I had money coming in. Also because it was cheaper at the time too, so it was still in early access. Now the full version is out. 0.0 came out last week. 2014. Wow. The game that I had done the longest without playing and went back to was when I did the Stanley Parable, the Go Outside achievement. I didn't touch it for 5 years, and then we came back and played it on stream. It was great. Yes, it is. They added new stuff into it from what I heard and saw. The Ultra Deluxe Edition or whatever. Some people calling it Stanley Parable 2. 10 years. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I saw that one. Don't play for 10 years. It's basically one of those games that, like, if you want to get the achievements like organically, you gotta play it once and then never touch it for the entire 10 years. The entirety of a Tuesday. I still got to do the speed run in the first one. My favorite achievement though is still the one for pressing space, for just pressing the jump button, for attempting to jump and realizing there is no jump in this game. I also forget how to do it, but I know one of the dialogues for the narrator is to just zoom through everything and make him impatient because you're just skipping all the dialogue that he's trying to say. If I recall, doing that like enough makes him super impatient, like makes you wait at a certain point. That's one of the best ones. I love doing that. And if you know the code too in the office, your quote unquote boss's office, I can't believe this stream has basically turned into just an entire stream of me cleaning a subway tunnel. I got all the quick things out of the way first too. So we can't just go over and go, no, we gotta wait. Yeah, it's satisfying. Great. Once the dings finally come in. I'm just glad I have the music going because otherwise I think I would have gone crazy on this level, I'm not gonna lie. This is a long level. I didn't expect to have a level that was like 3 hours. But I also have to remember the fact that this came out when it was still in early access, so they were only releasing a level like once a month or something like that. There's that too. So they had to make some of them like decently long. As long as everybody else is enjoying it, I am happy because I can easily play this for hours. I've done it before. I have sat through this and played through multiple levels in one go, and it was fun. Not too stingy. I'm not gonna lie, it's not too stingy. I've had entire chunks like about this big where I missed and it just instantly completed. It's once that little bar at the top, like tunnel floor, and that goes off. Wait a second, I know you. So we remained closed for another 30 years until community funding allowed for its renovation, and until 1984 when the main tunnel extensive repointing finally failed, thankfully, in the dead of night. Hello, Mikey. How are you doing? No, I'm gonna have to get on my stomach, aren't I? Son of No, why would I ever do that? Plus, if you like voices, you know you want to support this voice. Especially since I am trying to make it so I can get the money to get some scripts written up because I have writer's block. And writing ASMR scripts is a pain in my butt. As much as I enjoy it, it's a huge pain in my butt. The only one I managed to write and get out was Dominant Demon Butler. Yes, on the YouTubes. I haven't done one in a long time. That's why I need to get somebody that can write scripts and write them well. I enjoy doing ASMR. It's also why there's an ASMR redeem. About 10K? Something like that. 7.5K. And I use this mic too. I had a when I released it over a year ago. A lot of people were extremely interested in it. No, 1 sec. I have to turn off broadcast for that. Otherwise, I cut off and robot really bad. Quick. Woo! Can't do it too loud. Unfortunately, my aunt is trying to sleep downstairs. I got to be careful with how loud I am, even if she's like a dead sleeper. Do a lot of things. I never cared for my voice before, but I've slowly begun to appreciate it. Mostly because of everybody that watches and enjoys listening to it. I can't say anything. I have not heard your voice, so. But I know a lot of people that have said their voice is trash, and I've heard it and gone, no, 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 no trash voice, great voice. Mikey, I doubt Mikey would say that. Unless you're, I'm like, hmm, hmm. When people say stuff like that, that's when I especially go, mhm. Yeah, I think you followed what a while ago. Let me see. Let me take a peek. Oh, wait, what? Hasn't even been that long, apparently. Is this true, Mikey? There, one entire half of the tunnel is cleaned. Oh, it looks amazing. No, I don't. Here's a. Ow, walk away. How dare. How dare you bonk me? See, he despises me. Totally, yeah, absolutely. Totally believe that. There. Now we have this entire side. Oh, God. Alright, for anybody else that didn't get to see it, by the way, taco time. My beautiful art piece. Okay, we're gonna make the cutoff point really quick so we know where it like stops. And because it takes patience. Also, welcome back. Hello, Bon. Thank you. I appreciate it. Been back for about a week now, actually, funny enough. Here's the cutoff point between the floor and the wall and that. Oil. Oh, get rid of that first. This is one of my favorite games that I've recently been playing. And it fits my stream style perfectly. Certain tools? Certain tools? Man, I don't need certain tools at this point. I got the big boy power washer. I have the $5,000 pressure washer. All of the heads for it so far. No, I hope you're having fun with Siege. I've recently gotten back into it actually. There we go, heavy hitter. I've been playing this since like the beta. I've never touched the soap nozzle. I hate the soap nozzle. That's my opinion though. That's me. I hate it. Just me. Yeah, eventually you'll hit the point where you have this pressure washer, like power washer, and you'll be plowing through some of the stuff. It's just it takes a while. It does take a while to get to. Right, where are all my drawings? I also want to cut around them. Ah, also want on one sec. One. Oh, Nines. If you're here, I'll check that out later. Hello, Jay. Bark, 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 bark. Yo, we gotta cut around taco time too, though. It's going good. I disappeared for a little while, so it's 3 months, but I am back. I'm so glad to be back. Things were a little rough mentally, so I had to take a long break. But I'm figuring some things out. I'm getting some things sorted, so I'm doing much better mentally at this point. Now I'm addicted to Power Watch Simulator. Actually, funny enough, I say I'm addicted to this, but I'm more addicted to Risk of Rain 2 at the moment. I am, don't worry. I'm doing a lot better. I'm hoping next week goes decent. Smush. It's so much fun. I gotta ask though, is this the vanilla version you're referring to or modded? Because I like both. Vanilla's great, but I have certain mods that make it magnifique. Yes. Both, okay. I uh I have the Thunderstorm mod manager for it. And let's just say playing as certain characters is really fun. I have some of the old characters from the first Risk of Rain in it. Like Enforcer, Miner, even if Mikey won't game with me. I want to find more people to play that with, especially if I like stream it. Now, for those who aren't into it though, I do have Dragon Ball Z mods. I have Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks. And let's just say they are broken. They are so broken. Well, but so is Jinx and Katarina from League of Legends with the right stuff. I'm gonna have to turn on a thing really quick. Oh no. Doing your wake hours? Oh geez. Yeah, I switched to like kind of early before. Here, one sec. All right. For those who know Risk of Rain 2, here is my last run of the simulacrum with my friend Ryan. In your place? Oh no. Yeah, my stream stopped getting like super late for a while. Yeah, we reached wave 100. My favorite thing is this most damage dealt that you see here. I'm trying to use my mouse, but you cannot see it. If you would like, yeah, I brought this up like yesterday to show it because I had 39 tougher times, 35 gasoline, 35 bustling fungus, 8 ignition tanks. You can't see everything I had, but I had 2 ICBM. And Jinx, if you've played this with Jinx as a character, she gets her rocket launcher as one of her weapons, and that also makes her rocket launcher fire 3 rockets. We broke the game. We hit 0 frames multiple times with how many things were spawning and how much we were doing. So it only ended. The only reason it ended is because he had to go get food. He was hungry. That's the only reason it ended. Because he was hungry and needed to eat. If it wasn't for that, we would have kept going. Like it would have gone. That's always good when you have your mod saved. It's always nice. Would have gone possibly for another hour because that was a 2-hour run. With the right stuff, I was out healing the void damage because I did get the DLC because it was fucking worth it. Even if I shouldn't have at the time because I didn't have the money technically to spare. But it was a wonderful game, and I died 17 times in that run, mostly because of me being like my own stupidity at times. So that technically went longer than that time shows from being alive. Quality. I steal razor wire just procs cheesums. Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. You were tired. You didn't realize it happens. Yeah. I had the. I think I had the. Didn't have credit card. Didn't get rocketed or died. So whatever proc effect. Yeah. I landed one hit that did 125 million damage. I'm also gonna say this: my total damage dealt was 426 million. 96 months, Jesus. Um, but that wasn't the highest damage in between the two of us. He had 900 million damage in total done. Skyrim had like 800. Jesus, I can see that though. I might do. I'm actually planning on doing a Skyrim playthrough at some point, especially since multiplayer is now available for it with a mod. Yeah, it did. Yes, the family, so to speak, was playing it. Ryan, Yuki, and Mox were all playing it. Yeah, yeah. Here it's Power Wash Simulator. Don't know why, but it is. Morning of the stream. Yeah, of course. And you'll be able to accrue those points too. So you can redeem more things in the future. Oh no, I destroyed the S already. No. Sleep well. Hopefully work goes well tomorrow. I'm actually going to be streaming again tomorrow, funny enough. I'm going to be playing Sea of Thieves with some friends. And it will be a late stream again. A shooting washer or cat water guns? That's quality. That's quality. I like that. That makes me giggle. Makes me smile. No, yeah. Oh, I could definitely see that. This I'm gonna say it again. This is still the longest level I've played so far. Very satisfying, but it's just such a long level. Stray Cat literally chewed on one of the since I hate them so much. Jesus. Yeah, I can see that. I see a cat doing that. Good night again. Do 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 do. I don't know. It's just it's satisfying. Like I love playing it, and people love watching it, so it works perfectly. I'm not gonna lie. It actually does, and then you throw my voice on top of it from what everyone said. Like if imagine if I had like a script in the background where I do ASMR while playing this. Everybody would fall asleep. You'd all be gone. We're pleased so the to see these dirt's gone from the fabrics of reality. Yeah, right. It's great. I just enjoy it so much. It's just so much fun. The dings make my brain happy. It's just it's hard to like. My brain also goes, "You made those drawings. Don't break them yet. You gotta wait. Gotta wait. Taco time can't be destroyed yet. You have to save it for the end. Taco time it must survive." Oh god, you 1v1 me, bro. Isn't it actually like? Aren't you actually not supposed to point these at people because it can like actually cause damage to like skin? Or just get the proper like friggin' outfit on and just do it anyways. I could see a lot of guys doing that. I know a lot of guys that would do that. I'm not gonna lie. Chemistry once upon a time. Oh no. Oh no. That ding. Oh no, but what's the joke? Oh good, it's sequel H2O2 must be better. And then perfect. Dirt. Come on, dirt. All right. As much as this S fills me with joy, it has to go first. Taco time has to be last. That means back then, realistic. Yeah, just yeah, hydrogen peroxide. Water can, yeah, right. It's hard to imagine. Then you realize what it is, and it's like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Goodbye, taco time. The history teacher was like laughing so hard the whole class was them to be an evil scientist. I can see that. Bye. Goodbye. You will live forever in my screenshots. Ah, ah, yeah, right. Yep. Yeah, you just clean everything with the power washer. Exactly. And then when you hit that 100% completion in the corner, you press escape, end it, and you get to watch it all happen again in like 15, like 5, 10 seconds. You purchased. It's actually worth it. 1.0 just released, so one of my favorite games that I've actually purchased recently. For something so simple that you'd think would not be so fun, it's a blast to play. Because like if you're not like doing anything, like if you're just playing it on the side, it's a hyper focus kind of game for a lot of people. That's where I have to be super careful and I have to make sure to like keep an eye on chat, like occasionally talk. Otherwise, you guys would just be sitting here watching me just go, monkey brain. Get away with it. Power Wash Simulator is probably Sims is great for a lot of people because it's a murder simulator. Same premise, but some people just like to murder their Sims. So I know a lot of people like that. I can be one of them depending on my mood from the day. But if I really want to have a good go at being mean and evil, I'll play Grand Theft Auto at the end of the day. It's just it's just so good. Burnt out with games that have realistic art styles, understandable. It's easy to get burnt out when you're not careful. That's probably why I have such a hard time a lot of the time with open worlds. 50 games on your gameplay sessions at the moment, understandable. I used to love playing open world games and going, "Ooh, look at all the things I can collect." But then I did it too many times, and now it's hard to do. The game has to like really hook me. But no matter what, Mass Effect is my go-to game for something if I want to just monkey brain off hours and enjoy a good story. I've played Mass Effect, all three of them. Sucker for simulation games. Yeah, they can be pretty. If they're made really well, they can be kind of soul consuming. 100+ hours on City Skylines. Probably your best example. Ah, yeah, that would do it. Yeah, that's definitely a perfect example. I don't think I have any game that's like that. Playing that game. Hey, sometimes it's the simplest things. That's why I said my go-to game is always Mass Effect if I need like if I just want to shut my brain off for a while. Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. I go brain off, enjoy story. I am, yes. I've been cleaning a subway station for nearly 4 hours in total because I played this level for about an hour before I had to puff for like 30 minutes. I need to actually finish this because I'm supposed to go do some things for a bit. You have some plans that I'm supposed to go do. It's worth it. I didn't think I'd like be able to sink this many hours, but I've done this before, but not on one entire thing level. Last time I sunk straight 4 straight hours into this was over multiple levels at the beginning. You get that first power washer, and you do a lot of things, and you're like, yeah, this is great. And then you start getting the bigger ones, and you're like, this is beautiful. This cleans everything. And you get this professional one that I'm currently using, and you're like, monkey brain, go ooh. And then you don't realize it, and you've got like 40 plus hours into the game. And in a week, you've sunk 20 something hours into it because you got other things to do. Sounds about right. That's a game I haven't played in a second. Thankfully, you don't have to worry about your stuff going puff on you ever. These giant oil friggin' streaks. This should barely be working, by the way. I'm using the turbo nozzle. That's the only reason it's going so fast with it. It's literally the 0 degree nozzle. It rotates it. It's the perfect one for tough little stains like that. If by the way, you don't go with the soap nozzle, which I hate using, by the way. I never use the soap. That's the one thing I don't touch myself. I just don't find it as satisfying. Because here, let's turn this off. You get the soap nozzle. Just a big covers a big area. Uses it chews through soap, and you only get so much soap. It doesn't have like you can't buy unlimited. Yeah, or oil has an HP, right? Only it was like real life. Well, if only real life was like that, you know. Buy oil. I mean, with the HP bar, where you could easily get rid of it, though. My brain is going everywhere. I am having simple monkey brain hours. Only it was that easy to get rid of, and it evaporated into nothingness like it does in this. Make it look good. Yeah, that sounds about right. That definitely sounds right. Somebody will definitely do that at some point. Domain of hydrophobia. So we're going to Ocarina of Time's original water temple. I see, I see. That's what it'll be based off of too. Good luck finding your way around. You get lost, you might use your thing in the wrong place, and then screw up the entire run. Ha ha ha. Yeah, you got 0 degree nozzle, 15 degree, 25, 40 degree, and then these two you have to pay for on most of them. You also have the extensions. You have to unlock the extra long ones though for things. And then they also added customizations for most of them. You see, I have pretty much all of them except for this one. So the first one, unfortunately, the first one only has this one, Space Cadet. Yep. Yeah, you can use like the wider one to do a quick sweep over and then slowly like work through it if you want. Like you could use the white one, which has like it has the most satisfying sound. Yeah, yeah. I like this one sound more than the soap nozzle. You can switch to whichever one you feel like you need for the job. You know, my only issue, no matter what, is how forgiving it is with the spots. Like there can still be big chunks. Probably they actually, funny enough, did power wash at one point. It's another section, another satisfying. I don't even know how many like what all is left. Oh wait, there's still two more clocks and another main ceiling light. One sec before I finish this up. Yeah, it's a nice little effect. If and if you don't know, like if you can't see the dirt, if you press tab 2, it'll allow you to see like where there's still dirt. This. It'll do a little orange glow. Your character has a dirt sense. They're magical. They just sense where dirt is. I love this. I love doing this. At the same time, my brain's like, yes, hurry up. Let this level be done. Finally. I see why they added a multiplayer mode. These bigger levels are somewhat ridiculous. I want this track to just ding. And this is basically Gunbuster's Yell. Exactly. Because the campaign, unfortunately, only has two-player co-op. Free play and the special maps, because yes, there are special cleanups that you can do. Have up to 6 people. This was the best thing they added, in my opinion, for like an aim mode, is pressing C and being able to just wiggle like this instead of going. Monkey brain wants all of this oil gone right here. Big ass streak of oil. Could just sit here and do this like friggin' like metal music going. Oh yeah, people love this game. It's a very popular game. Yep, I can see that. I could see that just continuously playing like free play levels just to get that satisfying ding. You can go back, you can do the free play stuff, you can restart the free play as many times as you want. You could restart the campaign if you want, delete your save completely. It has, if you do it right, the game has, I think, has a lot of replayability. Lots of replay value. Yep. I want this in VR. I want it in VR. I am one of those people that would love to have this in VR. It would make many neurons activate in my brain. I would be a very, very satisfied man with that. But this level is taking so long. Really wholesome. I can imagine. I can see some of them being wholesome. This is the kind of game that could like help somebody really relax at the end of like a really, really hard day. This game for making this game the perfect bonding time. Yeah, that's that. I think I read that one actually. Yeah, because for a lot of people, like for older people, it's and like that have like teen kids and that or like older kids, it's hard for them to do to like bond with their kid. So I could definitely see somebody being like really wholesome about it and being like that. I think I was thinking of a different review that I saw through something else. But there's a lot of games that are perfect for that. Oh yeah, 98%. That's you know, once we're really close to the end, the last three things will actually ding up like right in the spot that I'm spraying it in near basically. I should just do it like this so I can get it done even faster. It's just the fact of the tracks. Just sucks because I was playing this before I started it on stream, so that's why I had like I brought put it on the stream last week. before I played Fall Guys because I was like, you know what, this would be the perfect relaxing game before some chaotic games of Fall Mans, and it was. But I already had the Pro Watcher by the time I started playing with everyone on stream. And I was like, I really don't want to lose my progress. There's so much I've done. I've sunk like so many, quite a few hours into it, and it's just been so satisfying. And I want to see it through before I restart. Good boy. It's gonna hit. It's gonna be in that 99% for a while. Just gonna say that now. Long time. Even the houses are ridiculously gunked up. Let me clean it up so I see exactly where the oil is. There's even challenges for people that like that too in this. Once you complete like certain levels, you'll unlock challenge versions of them for like time and like water usage. So you have to clean it as quickly as possible with as little water as possible. Yeah, there's two different challenges for like a level. Time challenge, water challenge. Oh, I could imagine it being stressful. Just playing it regularly sometimes can be like stressful. When you're trying to find that one last little spot, it can be like you miss like the tiniest little speck of dirt. I haven't watched some esports, dear lords. That'd be funny. I'd watch that. I'm not gonna lie, I'd watch that. I'd watch that. I'd definitely watch that. This is a satisfying game to just play, let alone watch. Because I watched Markiplier's playthrough of it too, and he hasn't even beaten the game. But it was great. Oh yeah, there we go. There it is. There's the last few things. Platform wall. How did I miss this? I thought this one dinged. I did. It's a lot, apparently. Here we go. Come on. Come on. After 4+ hours of playing this one level, it is done. Now watch how quickly they show me complete it though in the little when I press escape. Look at this. Look at this. Shoo. Good game, well washed. Yeah, perfect. And signed off. Congratulations. And now the next one is clean a fortune teller's wagon. Let's see. I've done so many things. I have bought almost everything. Just because I can. Because what else do I have to spend my money on right now? Alright, this was fun. Like I said, I wanted to finish that level before we finished up for the night. Holy shit. That was long. That was extremely long. I gotta switch this back over to here. So I imagine. I'd be so rich. Let's see, who else going? Have enough for a weed. Second rate of the day, actually, funny enough. It was really fun. I'm really enjoying this with everybody. We might be back to play a little bit of it tomorrow. We might not play that. We might play like some Risk of Rain 2 and do a few runs on that before we play Sea of Thieves. We will see how I'm feeling when I wake up, honestly. We're gonna hop over to. I want to find another comfy stream. Bring you guys over to like a nice comf chill stream. Where it's not really chaotic, you know? I think I see somebody streaming. Yeah, we're gonna go over to Awuna. I've never raided them before. It was. But I will be back tomorrow for some more stream time and more fun. We will be playing more Power Wash because we do have many more things to do in it. Let's go show them some love and attention. Make sure they're still going. They're drawing. They were doing art. Those who are active and have my emotes and don't have my emotes. Let's go. Thank you everybody so much for sticking around, for popping in and saying hi and that. I appreciate it. And thank you for the subbies and everything. It means the world to me. I will see you all tomorrow. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Take some tea if you're going to try and sleep if that's that time. If not, have a wonderful day and have a coffee if you need to. With that, please show Awuna some love and support for me. You are welcome to. I don't know if you want to spam it too much, just because you don't want to get yourself hurt, like yelled at. But I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye. Good night. And with that, cafe is closed. Goodbye and lots of love. See you next time.